Yeah, a question we often get when we're meeting with a new client is, what do I insure, or am I insuring the right things at this stage? And it's really quite a broad question. And what we try to do is kind of drill down on one, like what stage of the business life cycle the client's at, whether they're a startup, whether they're a really mature company. And then also try to get a gauge for what level of self-insurance the client is willing to take on, because no matter what, there's going to be some level of self-insurance involved in that. How we go about that is we use an insurance risk profile, which kind of just outlines everything that could be transferred to an insurance policy. And then that kind of gives the client a good gauge of what they're covering and what they're not covering. For example, startups, when they first come to us, they'll ask that same questions. And we'll look at it and say, like, well, there's lots of things we could sell you, but at this stage, the things that are going to kind of get you up and going might be public liability, workers' comp, maybe a little bit of office contents. And as you grow, we might look at different things, and no different than a mature company that has a large insurance program. They might look at different things as they progress. A good example of that is cyber insurance, where a lot of companies weren't buying it before. Now it's become a really prevalent risk, therefore needs to be transferred to an insurance policy, and people are starting to take that on. What I've discovered is what clients want, and directors and boards, is they want to know what they're actually covered for and what they're not covered for. They really don't like surprises, and our risk profile does that. It gives them a really good snapshot of what's covered, what's not covered, and we usually have some notes that we work on with the client on each one of those sections. The other thing that, as companies grow and change, the insurance risk profile changes. So what we're doing is we're trying to meet with clients. It's either annually if they're sort of small to medium-sized business, but the larger ones, we're probably meeting them a couple times a year or maybe more. And we're reviewing that risk profile. Has anything changed? Have you landed a new contract? Has the business changed in any way? There's no probably crazier time than right now with COVID, and businesses are changing, and some businesses are growing right now and some businesses are contracting. And we're going through this right now with a few clients where we're looking at actually bringing down the insurance program to meet their needs right now during the current environment. So as the business changes, so does your insurance program.